Hello, scholars. Today we are reading the story An Octopus is Amazing. I want you to read along with me. This is on page 11 of your packet. It's very important that you read along with me. I'm not going to do all of the work. And also, I encourage you to pause and practice your fluency. Try to read along in the same way that I read. Let's get right into it. Turn to page 11. An Octopus is Amazing. This is by Patricia Lauber. An octopus is a sea animal. It has a soft, bag-shaped body and 8 rubbery arms. Here we see a nice picture of an actual octopus. I can see its soft body and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think there's another leg back there. 8 rubbery arms. There are many kinds of octopus. They like to live alone. Let's look at some of these octopuses before we move on. Here I see a giant Pacific octopus. We talked about in science the oceans of the world. The Pacific Ocean is over by California. We also see, speaking of California, the California 2-spot octopus. My guess is that octopus has 2 spots. Down here, the Atlantic Ocean is near us. Here we see the Atlantic pygmy octopus. I think that's a little tiny one. And here's a flapjack octopus. That's a particularly disturbing and creepy looking one. Maybe it gets flat like a flapjack, otherwise known as a pancake. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Let's get back to our story. There are many kinds of octopus. They like to live alone. Its den is just big enough for its body. An octopus can fit into a small space because it has no bones. That sounds pretty awesome. In fact, let's take a look at an octopus doing that. I'll read that sentence again. An octopus can fit into a small space because it has no bones. Let's take a look at what that looks like.
Tube it's trying to pass through is 1/10 the size of its body. Octopus can squeeze through spaces not even Houdini would dare.
All right, that was pretty cool. So there we saw an octopus can fit into a small space because it has no bones. Let's make sure we are still reading along on page 11. Let's continue with the next paragraph. An octopus can change color in a flash. Changing color helps an octopus hide or escape from enemies that are trying to eat it. The octopus no longer looks like the animal the fish was going to attack. An octopus can also give off a black ink liquid through its special tube. So before we move on, here we see a picture of an octopus, and it has changed its color. It looks more like maybe some underwater coral or a rock right now. The octopus no longer looks like the animal the fish was going to attack. An octopus can also give off a black ink liquid through its special tube. Oh my goodness, let's take a look at that. Here we see a tiny octopus. We see the ink shooting out. It shoots out the ink and it leaves a cloud behind. Pretty cool. Let's get back to our story. An octopus can also give off a black ink liquid through its special tube. The ink forms a shape that looks and smells like an octopus. The enemy attacks the shape and the octopus escapes. Its color may also show how an octopus is feeling. An angry octopus turns dark red. A scared one turns pale. An octopus eats crabs, lobsters, and clams. Sometimes an octopus waits in its den until a crab or a lobster passes by. Then it reaches out an arm and grabs its dinner. The octopus holds its food with its sucker and examines it. Inside its mouth is a hard, curved beak that is used to break open the shell. An octopus may also leave its den and hunt for food. The octopus uses the suckers on its arms to hold on to rocks and pull itself forward. Or it may move quickly by shooting water out of its body through a tube. Let's pause there, and I want you to read that sentence just like I did. Or it may move quickly by shooting water out of its body through a tube. With each spurt, the octopus jets through the sea. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. So there we see it in slow motion. It's like the octopus has a little engine in it where it shoots water and goes flying through the water at top speed. Pretty cool, and that one's even shooting some ink. I like it. All right, let's get back to our story. It may move quickly by shooting water out of its body through a tube. With each spurt, the octopus jets through the sea. And then on the next page in your packet, you see a picture of an octopus that is truly amazing, the blue ring octopus. And there's different labels here that show all the different parts. It has yellowish tan skin with distinctive blue rings, 2 large eyes, 8 arms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a large head. You can feel free to color this page, but now let's get right into the questions. You might want to pause the video, and now that you are not hearing and listening to me, take some time to either rewatch it to see the videos, and also please read to yourself to make sure you got every detail and you understand what this story was mostly about. And then turn to page 13. Let's answer some questions. The first question, which is number 4, which of these sentences is not a fact about an octopus? So which one of these is not a fact about an octopus? Remember, a fact means something that is true, not an opinion. A, an octopus is truly amazing. B, an octopus can also give off a black ink liquid through its siphon. C, a frightened octopus can turn pale. Or D, inside an octopus mouth, it has a hard curved beak. Which one of those is not a fact, but is just an... Take some time, pause the video, reread if you need to, and circle the correct answer. Let's move on to number 5. According to the text, why does an octopus change color? According to the text, why does an octopus change color? A, changing color helps an octopus give off a black ink liquid. Changing color helps an octopus hide or escape from enemies. C, changing color helps an octopus find its den. Or D, changing color helps an octopus to pull itself forward. Pause the video, reread the question, reread the text if you need to, and circle the correct answer. According to the text, why does an octopus change color? Next question, number 6. Do you think An Octopus is Amazing is a good title for this article? Use details from the text to support your answer. So if you think An Octopus is Amazing is a good title for what we just read, tell me why. Write 4 complete sentences explaining why an octopus is amazing. Or if you think it's wrong and you don't think an octopus is so special, explain your thinking. Write 4 complete sentences. Remember, each sentence starts with a what? That's right, an uppercase letter, and ends with punctuation. Finally, spend some time today writing. Pretend that you are stranded at sea and you notice, uh-oh, there is an octopus nearby. Write a short story about what happens next. You can use the paper here that is provided on page 14 of your pocket, or you can use your own notebook paper, but remember to tell how you got stranded at sea. Give me some details. Use information from the article that you learned about an octopus. You are now an octopus expert, so describe the octopus that you see in your writing. Tell me how you made it home. Think of a good creative title for your story. And finally, on the back, maybe draw a picture and color it in so I have a nice illustration. I can't wait to see what you do. When you're done answering your questions and writing your story, take a photo, text it to me like you always do, or send it to me somehow. I'm looking forward to seeing your work. And as always, call or text me or FaceTime me or email me. Reach out any way you can. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. Thank you. Have a great day.